Hey everyone, this is like channel update. I don't know what to call this, but I've been sort of wanting to make it for a while, but I've never found like a good reason to, like a really good convincing reason to, and don't I don't know if I have a convincing reason to now either, because this is sort of going to be like a complaining video, which I really don't like to complain about things, but sometimes things just frustrate me, and I tried, I've tried to lay it off because I know people don't like me complaining. I know that sometimes it's not justified to complain about things, and I sort of feel like I am justified for most of this in a way. And mainly this will just be about my frustrations with YouTube and just how the channel's not doing sort of what I expect out of it. And the sort of the way you can look at it is that I opted into this system in the first place. So I can't entirely, like, I can't, they didn't, YouTube doesn't owe me anything. I opted into it. So it's really my fault for opting into it and expecting something, which I really didn't expect anything at first. I've been making YouTube videos for like, I don't even know, like 4 years, and before that, I was making really shitty like image videos about fucking Arkham Knight comic or some crap in Minecraft and just really bad stuff. And I've been watching YouTube for a long time. It's a huge part of my life. Like, YouTube is so much to me, and I just understand it. If I'm bored, I watch YouTube. YouTube is literally everything. Well, not literally everything. I make myself sound like a complete loser, but it's not everything, but it is such a huge part of everything. And I didn't start out the channel thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna be so big and stuff, because I was aware that like so many people think like that already. I was always like, yeah, I mean, of course there's like a million kids out there that think they're gonna be the next, I don't know, PewDiePie or whatever the heck. And like it's just obvious that not like 1% of those people are actually going to make it. And I knew that that was reality. Just statistically, that didn't make sense, that I could just be like, yeah, I'm going to make it, because I'm not that hopeful. And I had that for like 2 years. I just made videos for like, I don't know, I just made videos because I wanted to show off my Minecraft worlds and stuff. I just wanted to put my stuff out there on the internet. And that's really, yeah, I just did it for no reason. It was just something I did. And I just kept doing it. And I felt, even though I wasn't making any money, I really wasn't making that many views, I did it. And I just kept doing it. And I felt the obligation to keep going. I don't even know why. I just did it. It's just something I did, almost as just like I was doing it for free. Like, I really didn't get much out of it, other than like what I really got out of it was having people see what I've done in Minecraft or like other videos. And I've made a lot of really bad videos in the past, but I wanted to just show people stuff. And I guess the satisfaction I got was out of the comments, people saying, oh, that's cool, or whatever they wanted to say about it. I like that. And then I got to the point where I was like, okay, I kind of want to, like, I want to grow. I want to be like these other channels. And I see other channels making videos that I like or something, or in the same like community or whatever, and they're getting a lot of views. And I'm like, okay, well, I kind of want to do that. I want more people to see my stuff. I want more people to say, oh, wow, that's cool, in the comments. So I make, more videos. And at some point I start like copying formats. Arkham, like I made videos about Arkham 2019 or whatever, which is something that like Salvage whatever, he made videos like that, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna do it too. And I made a lot of those, and it's like really bad content that I really do not like at all. Like, I do not want to make that type of content. Um, and then I get to the point where I make a video titled Joker, Why This Tragedy Is So Great. And before this, I was sort of like, I definitely got on the hype train of like the Court of Owls game, and I think I'm sort of a hypocrite in the way I did those videos because I was always adamantly against, especially these days. I don't like when you like copy and paste thumbnails. Like I kind of did it good because I had some cool Photoshop thumbnails, but they were sort of like the same thing every time, and the videos were, I don't know, they weren't. I was kind of clawing for things to talk about. I don't think they were the worst, but and I tried like growing the channel. I tried to like be more professional over time, and I tried sort of, I was gaining hope over time that maybe like, oh, maybe I could be like a big YouTuber or something. And then I made that Joker video, the why this tragedy is so great, which is sitting at 544,000 views, which I don't really look at anymore. And that video, I didn't think it would get more than 1,000 views. I made that video for really only out of love for the movie. I only made that video to sort of be like, give a video to my small audience. I had like 700 subs at the time. I made that video to be like, oh yeah, I like this movie and I'm making this video essay about it for really no reason. I just made a video essay, just throwing it out there in the hopes that something would happen. And I did not expect anything to happen. And nothing did happen for about a week. The video did very average, just like any of my other videos just did average. And then one day, I don't know, I feel like a few Reddit posts, a few things around, basically my video won the lottery in the YouTube system. And it blew up. And obviously it wasn't like a 1 million view video, but it blew up. Like, to me, it was beyond anything I was ever imagining. I was getting like I reached 100,000 views, and I was just amazed that that was even possible, that I could do that. And obviously that brought upon a lot of stupid comments, but ultimately I really appreciated that, and I thought that was a sign that like something was changing, something was going to happen with my channel. And that's when I made Joker Everything Must Go, which was like sort of a follow up to the Joker video, and sort of a way to, I wouldn't say capitalize, because I really did have a point to that video. I actually like that one more than the first one, and I actually did have a point to it, and I didn't make it for no reason. And I sort of left a pinned comment that sort of brought traffic to Joker Everything Must Go. And yeah, so I did that, and I was like, okay, this is like, I have to ride this train and sort of keep using it to my advantage as I was getting subscribers and stuff. So I started making other videos. Why do I love Batman Arkham Origins, which did really, really poorly at first. Right now, I'm surprised it has 10K right now, which is great. It actually got views way later after it was posted. But I started to realize that the Joker video didn't do anything, like, which is extremely odd. It did barely anything. I got like 3,000 inactive subs. They subbed for the Joker video for no reason, and they didn't actually watch my content. And I was very confused about why the heck people would subscribe and not watch my content, or what was wrong with my content. I thought I was making content that those people would like to see. And so I made videos after that. I started making the thumbnails more professional. Started trying to make more professional videos, higher quality editing and stuff like that. I started doing the Batman Arkham Knight retrospective and stuff like that. And then, over time, like, I started getting really professional, especially when Gotham Knights was announced. That's really a huge turning point for the channel. Like, the Joker video is a turning point, but the Gotham Knights announcement was a huge turning point, to the point where I'm super professional about everything. I've optimized everything about the channel, all the links, everything is super, like, I've just done everything to my ability to make it as professional as possible which I guess isn't always a good thing for certain channels, but I spent a lot of time on my thumbnails. I try to make everything. I try to get the most traffic I can just using my videos. This gets to the point where I announced that I was going to make weekly uploads. That started with the Arkham Knight retrospective part 3, I think. I started saying like, oh, I'm gonna make, weekly content now. And I did for like 5 weeks. I released a good few videos. My best video, in my opinion, of all time, The Dark Knight is not a masterpiece video. That's my favorite video of all time. I really like it. I wish I had more views, to be honest. I think it deserves more views. Basically, why I'm making this video, which I've kind of gone on a long rant about, not rant, but talked about my channel and stuff, because sort of give context. I didn't have hope until recently about sort of like making a career off the channel, especially because back then I didn't need a job. I didn't need like anything. I just made videos for the fun of it, but I didn't need money. Like I was just a kid that didn't need money. But there's a certain point where it's like you can't just make things for free, not because you're greedy or something, but because you just need something to incentivize doing it, because it takes time and effort to make videos like these, a lot of time and effort to make videos like these. And at a certain point you need money to sort of survive in order to make more content in the future. That's sort of how I see it. I'm a creative person that wants to make art. I can't make it for free because I need to survive in order to make more art in the future. That's just how it works. And I just need some sort of incentive. So I monetized the channel. I tried making it super professional, tried to do this stuff. And the reason this video may come off as like, bro, this is too soon. Like, you can't expect things to blow up or anything. And what I say to that is I'm not expecting anything. I don't actually need it to blow up at all, actually. I don't care to be, I don't need to be the next PewDiePie. I don't, and that's way out there. I don't need 700,000 subs, personally. I don't need that. That would be great. That would be cool if I got there. But I don't need that. That's not what I'm asking for. What I'm asking for is just enough money to make off of these videos to where it becomes worth it. That's not a lot of money. You've probably heard that YouTube doesn't give you much money, and that's in the reality of trying to pay for like everything, like trying to pay for gas, rent, or like whatever, like trying to pay for a house, or just a general living. It's not very sustainable. For me, that just needs to pay for car insurance and gas. That's all I need to pay for right now. That's not too much. Like, it's a lot of money, but it's feasible. It's not like I'm trying to make a living off of YouTube. I just need enough to pay for those things. And I've gotten nowhere near that. That's all I'm asking for. It's just enough to pay for the creation of the content itself. I just want to be able to do this. I'd rather do YouTube than work at fast food or something like that. I'd rather do this. I'd rather make creative stuff that I actually like to do and put it out there for people. But right now, I've made every single effort I possibly can. I really, really work so hard on my thumbnails. I work so hard on scripting. I work so hard on planning out these video series and trying to figure out what YouTube likes. YouTube likes watch time, and they like engagement, and they like playlists. They love playlists. They like watch time, like ratio of the video. And I've tried to optimize that. I've tried to do everything I can with the metadata and stuff to make sure like this is the best thing I can put out that the algorithm likes. But the algorithm, it's not based off of quality of content. In some respects, that 10% of what gets recommended to you is based on quality. The best stuff on YouTube, stuff that's really, really high quality, at least I hope, really, really high quality, really huge production value, that ought to like get famous at some point. Like, that has to come up and everybody's recommended at some point. But for me, who's not I'm not making the biggest shit on the planet, I'm just making high quality content. that I see other people making worse content, like way, like in my opinion, just my personal opinion, way worse content. It's not their fault. They're just making videos that they like to make. They make the videos. They're not trying to, like, it's not their fault that their videos are getting a lot of revenue or a lot of views for videos that I don't think, it's not that I don't think they deserve what they're getting. It's that I don't think I am getting what I deserve. And that sounds super selfish, but after you put so many hours into making videos, like the masterpiece, the Dark Knight video, that was a huge thing. That was a really big video that I spent a lot of time on. I spent a lot of time on many of these videos. Whether you see it or not, I script all the videos, and I really do a lot of work for them, and I'm planning out series and stuff while also working on side projects that I hope to release on the channel eventually. And I spend so much time on it that it's where it's just like, man, is this really worth it for the amount of views I'm getting? And and again, I wouldn't worry, like, it's art. You know, you just do art, and it shouldn't always be this monetized thing to just want to do art. But at some point you have to realize that there has to be something there to keep you going, or you're going to be forced to do something that isn't art. You know, if I don't do YouTube, I can't do art if I'm not doing YouTube, and not like entirely, just not artistic videos. And I think a lot of my videos are artistic, or at least I try to make them. Obviously, they're not purely unique and stuff, like I talk about news and stuff, but I try to make them artistic as I can and try to make these cool. Like the Batman Continues series, I think is cool. Um, I just sometimes look at other channels and I'm like, dude, you know, you make the same copy paste thumbnail. You say the same things every video. You talk about the most generic things. You make the most generic points ever. Um, you constantly like use a hype train or clickbait or whatever to make something seem more important than it is, just to just make a video about it. Every time, and you trick people every single time, like, this is huge, and then next week this is huge, and then like, I don't like that. I really don't like that. And I thought there was a market, and I still believe that there's a market for YouTubers that have a lot of integrity, who don't snoop that low to make this copy and paste videos, that try to make unique videos every time, that try to make content that they actually value and like, that's artistic and its expression. That's what I thought. That's what I thought I was going for, the demographic I was going for, because I know if I just snooped low and it just didn't care, and I made copy paste thumbnails about news, high the most trendy news ever, which I have actually talked about trendy things. Like Batman Continues, it came out about the same time that what's this, Michael Keaton, with the news about Michael Keaton being in the DCEU or whatever. That was big news, especially on Twitter and stuff. I made that video around there. Spider-Man 3, which it probably isn't accurate anymore because they're saying it's not a multiverse movie, but around when those rumors are really big, I made the Spider-Man 3 video. The Dark Knight is just trendy in general. Um, Gotham Knights videos, like, obviously. And like, and then I, on the side, like, every now and again, I make a video like the narrative focus video, the Batman Arkham Knight retrospective. I'm not expecting those to blow up, but I'm expecting those to be like my side videos that are just artistic, that I just make because I like making those types of videos. Those are my favorite videos. Is those videos that I don't think will get that many views, but I also make those videos that I do think will get views. Um, but they don't. Uh, I get really disappointed in the fact that I get 208, 700, 300 views. And I know this seems like a lot to some people who are very, very small. This seems like a lot of views. But I've been getting those same number of views for like 2 years. And I guess it's grown a bit. But I've been getting those same numbers for so long. and I've just not seen the growth I want to see. And I see these other channels growing extremely fast, making content that, I don't blame them for it. They're just grinding. They're just human beings trying to make money. And I like that about YouTube is that it's a place for people to make money on the side and stuff. And I think that's great. And I don't blame these people for the content. Like, sometimes I think it is a little, like, morally wrong to make clickbait videos all the time. But, I just think these people are human, and it's not their fault that YouTube looks at them and goes, yeah, let's suggest that video. Ultimately, I think when you see channels that are describing how people like PewDiePie get big, describing how people, just bigger YouTubers, just 100,000 to a million subscriber YouTube channels, like Dream or whatever, trying to describe how smart they are or whatever they did to get to that point. I will tell you that their intelligence or whatever, that's 5% of why they got there. Dream didn't get big on YouTube. He was smart for like whatever he did with Reddit or whatever. I'm not a fan of Dream or anything. I don't even like the guy at all. But he got big and people say it's because he did some smart things, and I agree, he probably did some smart things that sort of boost his chances. But that's on top of very low chances. People like Dream and stuff don't inherently get big because they made good moves. It's because they're lucky. It's literally a huge luck game. Sure, that stuff does play into it. Being smart, making good thumbnails. Like I'm trying to do. I'm trying to optimize those chances however small they are. I'm trying to optimize those chances with making the best content I can make that the algorithm will like, that will suggest them, and it'll raise my chances a bit. But the percent of it that is luck is so extremely high. It's all about luck. It literally has, there's probably so many videos out there that are so amazing. And not just me. Like this isn't just about me, but there's probably so many people that just make amazing content, or not even just amazing content, but just content that deserves more recognition that isn't getting that recognition. I opted into YouTube, but what I will say is that YouTube, they play it safe. They find channels that are big already, or they find celebrities that are big already, or people who are big already, and boost their channels, recommend their channels, their content, and their format, and whatever format gets the most engagement. But I will say that I think they should invest in smaller creators. I'm telling YouTube that I don't deserve more money. I deserve the chance to make them more money. I'm telling YouTube that if they recommended my videos, I could make them money. I could make YouTube more money. I could help their business. And there's so many other people who want to mutually benefit off of this great idea of YouTube. Google is this corporation, and I don't like super big corporations and stuff, but I think YouTube is a great place, and there's so many just mind-boggling problems with it, like the copyright and stuff. There's so many bad things about it, but the gist of what YouTube actually is great. It's amazing. I think it's the best internet thing that's ever happened. I don't give a shit about Facebook or anything like that. YouTube is my favorite website. I look at Twitch and they're more like consumer friendly, and they're more and they're owned by Amazon, man. Like they do more for smaller creators than YouTube does. YouTube doesn't care about small creators. They don't do anything for small creators. They honestly don't they don't help smaller creators get off the ground. And I feel like, what isn't it better to invest in a ton, thousands and thousands of people who have this hope that they'll be big and are doing everything they can to be big? Not just me. There's thousands of people just like me in the same position doing this. um, thinking like, yo, if you just invested in all of us, thousands and thousands of us, don't you think they would get more money in the long run than if they just invested in these big celebrities and YouTubers that only make a video every 6 months and they get, advertisements on that? I just don't get it. I don't get why they can't. I can make the money. I promise you, I swear that if my videos were just recommended, if they were just recommended to people, they would be huge. At least some of them. And the reason I think that is because I see videos that are just like mine. Retrospective videos are huge on YouTube. There's videos, like this common title for video is called like blah 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 old game 5 years later or blah 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 years later. Huge video format that is huge on YouTube, gets hundreds of thousands of views. I have a whole retrospective series. I make retrospectives on games all the time. I try to be educational. I've seen educational gaming design videos and I try to do something like that because I like that and I'm passionate about it. I swear, if the videos were just recommended, that's the problem, is they're not recommended. It's not that I'm making bad content. It's not that I'm making content that people don't want to watch. It's that it's not being recommended to people. I'm not Obviously not everyone is going to be interested in my content, but I think there's way more people interested in my content than are showing up. I just it's free advertising. It doesn't cost money to I just feel like it doesn't cost that much more money to recommend smaller channels. You have these videos on YouTube that are like 30 seconds long. Is that really making you ad revenue, YouTube? These Twitter uploads, these TikTok re-uploads, are those really making you views over these 10-minute long to 20-minute long video essays that smaller channels are making? And you're sitting here recommending these shitty 30-second videos. Half of my recommended are these shitty 30-second videos or Twitch clips. And I have no problem with Twitch clips, but those are from Twitch. Recommend your own people, please. Like, that's sort of my thing. It's like, feasibly, I could make YouTube way more money, and in making them more money, I could make myself more money, and in making myself more money, I could make more content. When I put subscribe for more content, I actually mean that. I don't mean that as in you subscribe. I mean, I guess I do in a way. You subscribe and you'll see more content. I mean it as if you don't subscribe and watch my videos, there will be no reason to make content because I need support to make the content. And I'm not like I am so grateful for like many of my viewers. Many of viewers I recognize and I see all the time in my comments being very supportive. I'm very, very thankful for those people. Um, very thankful for those people. And I'm not demanding those people do, because they're already supporting me, and I appreciate that. And people who don't even leave comments, who just like the video and just watch the videos, try out certain videos. You don't even have to watch all my videos, just some of them. I appreciate that too. I don't need you to like binge all my stuff. That's not what I'm asking. I'm not begging people. I'm just saying that YouTube itself, I think, just should just recommend it more to people who would actually do watch my videos, who would binge. There's a certain percentage of people who would binge my videos. There's a percentage of anyone that would do anything. If that was just recommended to the right people, if YouTube's algorithm actually worked the way it should, that I think would make more money for them, then I would have more incentives to do more videos, which is why I've been lacking so hard on uploading weekly. I did very good at first because I was very hopeful about it. But over time, I realized that It's just not working. Uploading weekly, that people say, oh, upload often, upload trendy videos. I've tried. I've taken every advice I possibly can about YouTube. I've done it. I have done it all, dude. Like, maybe not everything, but I've tried it, man. I've tried doing the metadata crap that everyone wants you to do. I've tried, I've done everything I can to optimize my video for the algorithm and for ads and stuff. And while trying to keep integrity at the same time, while trying to make passionate content, and it's not paying off yet. And I'm not saying that this video isn't me quitting or anything. Not at all. I'm still making content. I honestly, even if I was making no money on this shit, I don't think I could ever stop making videos. It's just something I just can't do. It's something I've never quit doing for some reason. I'm just always gonna make videos. But the reason I should get more views is that it incentivizes me to make better content and more often too. If I had no reason to do any of this stuff, all my thumbnails would be, garbage like they used to. I wouldn't make highly edited videos like this to optimize for the algorithm. I wouldn't be doing all this stuff. I wouldn't be constantly making content like I am now. I wouldn't be doing that unless there was a reason. And if I didn't have a reason, if I was making the content purely for free, you would have way less uploads, less effort on the things. Unless I really really cared about a video, um, I try to put the most effort I can, and it just annoys me. And I haven't been doing like the weekly thing for that long. You could say that I should have more patience. But my problem with that argument, and that is right in a degree. I still have more time. I still have my chances are still there. I just have to be patient. But what bothers me about that is I've been doing this for so long. Like even my neo noir video, that's 5 months ago. That was super high quality. That's one of my best videos still. Um, all my Gotham Knights videos are 6 months ago. The Batman Needs This retrospective part one. The Joker video was a year ago. Why Do I Love Arkham Origins was a year ago. And I've just been doing this for so long. I've made hundreds of videos. Um, I've seen people make so many more views, so much more engagement out of way, 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 way less videos than me. People make like one video essay and they're blown up. One just generic video essay and they're up there. And I'm happy for those people. Uh, I'm not saying my content is above those people. I'm just saying that I just think my content is worth more than what it is been given by the YouTube algorithm, and that just annoys me a bit. That's that's what I'm trying to say. And I'm sorry if this video comes off as like me complaining because it's YouTube. I don't like when YouTubers complain about stuff. Um, Man, I've been trying really hard. I've been tweeting at people. I've been tweeting at YouTubers I like who've made very oddly similar videos to me after I uploaded mine. I'm like, yo, this video is super similar. Like, you should watch it and stuff. That's cool. And I like these people. I've tweeted at like High Top Films, Brown Table, because they inspire me a lot. Tried tweeting at them and nothing happens. The most thankful thing I am for with people is the WB Montreal. A few of the developers follow me on Twitter, and they're super nice. I'm so appreciative of them and Flora Marty retweeting my first or my second Gotham Knights or one of my Gotham Knights videos. I love that. That helped that video a lot. And I just wish other YouTubers who have similar problems that say the same things, I don't know, I guess they're just on a different level and they don't really have time for there's probably 1,000 people just like me in the same exact position that I don't even know about because they're not being recommended that I could talk to, but I can't find them because that's not how YouTube works. So yeah, guys, been complaining for a long time. I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that may be. And thanks everybody who does support me. I don't know what you're supposed to get out of this video. I just wanted to say it because I just needed to get it out.